Bridge on Hulu. The other is called Sasquatch Sunset, which is on demand starting May 14th. Here is what Riley looks like in Sasquatch Sunset.
I'm really interested. It's interesting. You censored my.
You censored the.
boobs.
We thought that Sasquatches might be offended, so we censored the Sasquatch boobies. Boobies is a funny word. So anyway, I was like, why did I say that on TV? I did it. Did you ever see Harry and the Hendersons?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
This is like the family.
It is. It was one of the films I watched before shooting this movie.
I know, I watched it as a child. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a lot of Sasquatch research to do.
Yeah.
So that was one of them.
To dive in.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly on YouTube, there's a lot of Sasquatch
oh yeah, there's a lot of people
footage in the wild. So that was helpful as
okay.
well.
I have a lot of trail cams up on my land. I've never seen a Sasquatch, just letting you know. So what was it like to be in that role? Like, you had to do some kind of prep, though, I hear, like for movement?
We did Zoom prep at first, which was funny, and that was just sort of getting the hang of the Sasquatch walk. And
now, how does one know how a Sasquatch walks?
It's a good question. We sort of based it off there's a famous 1970s video of a Sasquatch sighting, and I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like he's walking through the
it's like black
forest
and white, and they have
yeah, and then he kind of looks over his shoulder, and it's like it's kind of what the shape that all the Sasquatch stuff, like if there's a pin or a hat and they're walking, it's the sort of like position they're in. So we took that and worked backwards from that, and that became that sort of famous video, and that became the walk that we were trying to do. And then we went into like what we call a Sasquatch boot camp.
I love your job.
I know, it's really interesting. So we did like 2 days with a movement coach, and he would basically teach us how to interact with one another, like it was a lot of watching videos of apes and kind of moving like apes would move, and then, learning to eat, learning to like interact and touch each other and do all these things, and then after about a day of that, we put our costumes on and did it. Yeah, which was a whole other
this situation. Is the greatest picture behind the scenes ever in any movie.
Yeah. I will say, and maybe this is a spoiler, but my boobs do change size.
Oh yeah, they do.
The boobs, the boobs do change size in the movie.
So wait, what is the storyline?
It's about it's just like a family of Sasquatch. It's actually like so touching and sweet and sincere, and of course it's funny. Like,
oh man, I'm gonna cry. I'm one of those people that watches these things and bawls.
Yeah, it's like obviously hilarious and has moments that are totally absurd and wild, but it's really at the core like very touching and sweet and emotional, actually, which was why I loved this movie so much.